Welcome everybody. Thank you so much for joining us today on Michelle Davis Fitness. I'm your host, Michelle Davis, and we are live every Thursday, 1 p.m. here in Las Vegas on WCOBM.TV. Today's an exciting show. We're going to be talking about all about Platinum Physiques, the team, the fitness family, the Fit Law family, and what's been going on with Michael Haley and the Haley Method. So without further ado, hey Michael.
Hi.
How you doing?
Very well, thank you.
Thank you for stopping by today.
Of course. Of course.
So let's give a congratulations to the Platinum Physique team from the Samson Showdown. Did a wonderful job, everybody.
Amazing.
Round of applause. Let's talk about the success. How much fun it was.
Geez. You know, we had 7 competitors in the show. We had 4 first places, Michelle being one of them.
Thank you.
2 figure first places, 2 bikini first places, and then we had figure second place and a bikini second place. Mm-hmm. And then we had a bikini fifth and a men's physique that took 4. So everybody was in the top 5. Amazing turnout, amazing. You guys just absolutely killed it.
And I love the support from everyone, including Paul from Angry Joe Coffee and Joanne, of course. There's just so many people, and Greg,
yep,
your good friend.
Yep.
But yeah, shout out to all the competitors. There was Steven, Layla, Howley, Kristen, Annie, me, and Christina and Sabrina. Yep. So everybody, you did a fantastic job, and I'm so proud of each and every one of you. And every show is so much fun. You are around so many people that have such good energy. It's like a celebration, like a holiday, especially afterwards.
Yeah, absolutely. We have a good time at the shows, and I think, you know, it's a stressful situation for competitors sometimes, and by getting the team there and they hang out backstage and I run back and check on them, and we have a booth there, it's really kind of nice, and it takes the pressure off you guys.
And how exciting is it to be in Las Vegas? You know, one of the most exciting cities of the world. We have the best group of bodybuilders with Team Platinum Physiques. It's probably the largest one here in Nevada, if not the largest team of bodybuilders.
Yep.
And just the fact that you have been training for so long, the Healy Method has been taken off, and there's so many trainers that we'd like to give love and caring thought to, including David and Jessica and Howley and Nikki and everybody that works under your umbrella.
Absolutely. We have an amazing group of trainers, and you know, a lot of them are competitors, and they're just incredible, and just incredible trainers.
And if you've ever thought of becoming a personal trainer, I definitely would talk to Michael. He has a great program for any trainers to work under his umbrella. He has a network of thousands of people, and he has hundreds of testimonials from clients that he's worked with.
Absolutely.
So let's talk about this upcoming competition.
Oh gosh, we are about what's today?
9 days out.
9 days out. She knows because she gets to eat in 9 days. And so yeah, and this will be the second competition of the year. We have 6 competitors, all ladies.
Yes.
Michelle's.
And we want to give a shout out and love to everyone on Facebook. Sorry to interrupt, Michael, but I saw your guys' likes and thumbs, and I'm like, hey, everybody in Facebook land. Thanks for hanging out with us today. But yeah, we have 6 competitors.
Yep, we have Michelle and Annie competing again, and we have 4 bikini girls. So we are just really super excited. We've got a couple new ones with me and with the team. So
yes.
Yeah, we're excited.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
And I want to talk a little bit about Annie Henry, because she is your longest, if not best, client.
Yeah.
Absolutely love her. You know this, Annie Banani. And talk a little bit about your time with Annie, training her.
Yeah, you know, Annie, when we started, she had worked out with another coach, and she was about 114 pounds, and she was thin, and she told me she wanted to put on a lot of muscle. So she's been with me over 3.5 years or something like that now.
And she's big.
Yeah, and she's put on a lot of muscle. That's what she wanted. I only, build competitors the way that they want to be built in life, and then we just put them on stage like that. But Annie's very special to me. We're very close friends. Her husband Rick is a friend of Joanne and I, and they're just amazing people, and she's a great competitor. One of the things about Annie, and the reason why she's won, she's a Nevada State bikini champion. She's also the Masters Patriots champion, and then her first figure competition, the Samson Showdown, she actually won that as well. And so she's just a champion, and the reason why is because she's very disciplined. She sticks with her workout. She does exactly what she's supposed to do, and her food program's dead on. So her dedication and her discipline to the sport is amazing, and that's really just a very special thing.
So we want to dedicate this to Annie. We have a little video to play so you guys can find out more about her, and when we get back, we're going to talk more about the Desert Classics. So take a look at this.
Hi, Annie.
Hi.
So tell us about your fitness journey, where you started, and all the way up until when we met.
Okay. Well, growing up, I had always been an active child. I was involved in sports, and I like to stay active. I was involved in swimming, competitive swimming, and I eventually moved on to bowling, competitive skydiving even. So I've always loved competing in my life. I found it very fulfilling to be part of a team and to have that support system, and also do the best that I possibly can when I am competing. So with my skydiving, what happened was I'd come to a point where I realized that being in the air and skydiving takes a lot of strength. People may not realize, but doing all these intricate moves in the air in the short amount of time that you have is very tiring on your body. So what happened was I ended up hiring a personal trainer, and this is when I was living in Florida. So I wanted to get stronger so I could compete at a level where I knew I could do really well. I'd gotten to the point after that where I'd almost completed 1,000 jumps. And I realized through that I really loved being in the gym, and I loved weight training. And I loved being stronger, and feeling healthy in my life. After that, not long after that, I moved to Las Vegas, and I wanted to continue being in the gym. I wanted to continue working out, and I wanted to continue competing. At that time, I didn't know anything about bodybuilding or being in fitness competitions, bikini, figure, whatever it may be. I had no idea that even existed. So I come to Las Vegas, and I hired a local trainer just to get fit again, just to be healthy. So along that journey, I met a lot of girls on the team who were competitors, and I decided to give it a shot. And it looked fun, it looked interesting, it looked like something I wanted to do. So I competed in my first show, and I placed 6th, which was just missing a trophy. And I weighed approximately 113 pounds. Even though I didn't place, I realized that I loved it. It was very fulfilling for me. I really enjoyed it. After that, I wanted to move on. I wanted to really enhance myself and get better and see where I can go from there. And that's when I found Michael. And I read up on Michael, and I saw pictures of his competitors, and they looked absolutely amazing. So I called Michael, and we sat down, and that's when my journey started with him. And I've been with Michael now for almost 2 years. The first show I competed in with Michael as my trainer, I placed third, so I got my first trophy with Michael, and I also placed sixth in that same show in 2 different categories. After that, I think it was about a year later, I competed in my second show with Michael, and I received 2 first place finishes. So I was just ecstatic, overwhelmed, not only with my placings, but with how I looked and how I felt. And that to me was the most important thing. I was so happy with my physique that I wanted to continue on. And after that show, we went, I think it was 3 weeks later, we went to another show where I got another first place finish and a fourth place finish. So it has been an incredible journey with Michael. He has really, made so many improvements on my physique from when I started out to where I am now that I cannot believe the changes in not only, again, how I look, but how I feel. And it's just been absolutely amazing.
Wow, I didn't know all that. I didn't know that you had been on a skydiving team. That's amazing. A lot of our competitors come from a background of being cheerleaders or being on teams, swim teams, and that kind of stuff. And so the team mentality that we have is awesome, and I love that. When I met Annie, she had competed in another show. She was 114 pounds. She wanted to do better in competition. So what we decided to do, I asked her what she wanted. She said that she wanted to have more muscle, that she wanted to be fuller and bigger and stronger. So what I did was I gave her a lot more food, fed her much more than she was used to, and started just building a lot more muscle mass on her. Also needed to reshape some of her muscle, get her shoulders bigger, her quadriceps bigger, her butt bigger, and just reshape a couple areas that she had to make her a little bit more aesthetic for competition. So we spent, I don't remember how many months the first show, 6 months or something like that.
6 months.
Yeah, for the first show in November. She looked amazing. I was very happy. She placed third and a 6th place. And that's when we decided to actually spend more time and even get her bigger than that. Annie is in law enforcement, and she wants to have that muscle mass. She likes to have that mass. Well, I think a big mistake that a lot of competition trainers make is they try to bring in the girls so thin, and they just don't hold their muscle when they diet down for a competition. So being that Annie wanted to put on the muscle was wonderful for me, because I like to put muscle on ladies when they want that, and I was continued to add more muscle. After her first competition, which is in November of 2015, and then in June of 2016 we put her back on stage, spent a lot of time putting on more muscle, and brought her in for the Nevada State. She's the current Nevada State NPC champion. She won her Class F. She's also the Masters 35 and over Nevada State champion as well, so she won 2 first places in that show. After that competition, 3 weeks later, we put her in another show, which was the Patriots Cup. She's also the 35 and over Masters champion, Patriots Cup champion as well. So I'm super proud of her. Just amazing job. So what next? What do you want to do now?
Well, now, so being in law enforcement, being a police officer, it's paramount that I stay fit, I stay strong. It's so important in my line of work to maintain my physique, maintain my physical fitness, and feel great knowing that I can get the job done. So staying strong for my job is paramount for me. And something else, another goal that I have is to go and compete next year in the Masters Nationals to receive my pro card in bikini. I'm really looking forward to it. I'm very excited. I'm wanting to put on more muscle. So I love muscle. I want to get bigger. And once I receive my bikini pro card, maybe from there we can talk about going figure. Because I love putting on the mass, and Michael has done such an amazing job with me of accomplishing that task, and I couldn't be more grateful.
Yeah, that's awesome. You know, just so you guys know, bikini competitors in the National Physique Committee, they have a little bit of a smaller look, and at some point with Annie, because she's gotten a lot more muscle, we will probably have to switch her over to figure. A figure competitor is more muscular, usually weighs about anywhere from 15 to 25 pounds more than a bikini competitor at the same height. Some NPC competitions, the judges like more muscle, and some like them a little bit thinner. It paid off for us in both cases this last year, her having the muscle that she did. So, it's very important that whatever my competitor wants, that's what I give them. It's not about the competition as much as what they want to carry around. Annie's a law enforcement officer. She wants to carry around some muscle. She wants to carry around strength and size. And so that's what we've done. We've built a beautifully aesthetic physique that it looks amazing, and she's strong, healthy, fit, very functional, and it's just wonderful. And at the same time, when we lean her out for her competition, she has that full round muscle that is obviously proved to be a great thing, because again, we've got 3 first places in her last 2 shows. So what we're going to do specifically for Annie is to add more muscle. Being that she's a law enforcement officer, she wants that size, she wants that strength. And also at the same time, that pays off in the bikini competitions, because as we lean her out for show, she's nice and full and round, and it's obviously done great because we've won 3 first places in the last 2 shows that she did. And we're going to continue to train heavy, push her harder, and she's just got a great work ethic. I want to mention something else. Sometimes I get 100%ers, okay? And these are people that, like Annie, that they give me 100% effort. They will diet 100% the way that I ask them to diet. Annie's like that. She does an amazing job. I'm super proud of her for that reason, and it's paid off. She's followed her program. She's dieted perfectly. She does exactly what I tell her to do, and now she's won 3 first places, and that is an amazing thing. If you do 90% of the program, you get 50% results. And she's doing 100%, she's getting 100%, and it's paid off. And I just want you to know I'm super proud of you.
Thank you. Thank you.
So welcome back, everybody. If you're just tuning in, you're watching Michelle Davis Fitness, and that was Annie Henry. We actually want to congratulate her on this recent awesome, successful competition. She did so great in placing first at the Samson Showdown.
Yeah, she did.
And so now she's going to be competing again at the Cutler, or the Desert Classics, and I'm so glad that I'm going to be a part of that, her teammate, strength sister, and I'm just so glad that we can just share this memory together. We've talked about that quite a few times. And I'll tell you what, having a team, a fitness family, there's no better thing. So I do want to give a shout out to the FitLaw family, and I do want to give a little late belated birthday, happy birthday to Joanne. You guys had a great time going out and celebrating the other night, his wife. And so Annie and Rick are kind of good family friends of you guys.
Oh yeah, we're very close actually. Rick and Annie are amazing people. We just love them as friends,
And thanks for all the likes on Facebook, everybody. So glad you guys could hang out with us today. And if you guys watched that video, the Guns and Babe model shoot video, we do want to give big kudos to Rick for helping us put that together, and all the photographers as well, David and Al and Douglas. And you did have a drone specialist.
Yeah, we had Al. Al was out there, and he was doing that, and David, and your guy.
Al.
Al, yeah.
Yeah, but Doug.
Yes, and Doug Williams as well. Yeah.
Yeah, and then just all the girls that participated, that was a lot of fun. And so we definitely are looking forward to more photo shoots and good times and just events with the team. We've done lots of things like hiking, going to the body exhibit, going to Disneyland. So it's definitely well worth it to be a part of a team, and especially having a good mentor like Michael, having a good coach, you're welcome. Having someone that you trust. Sometimes you got to let go of the reins and just let someone provide you with their professional advice. Thanks for all the thumbs up, everyone, again on Facebook. We so love that you guys can come and hang out with us today. And so we're going to talk more about Annie. If you watch that story, she transitioned from bikini to figure.
Yes, absolutely. That was, it takes quite some time, and it also takes someone who actually wants to put on that kind of muscle. If you want to look like a bikini competitor and stay there, we can absolutely do that as well. But when somebody says to me, I just want more muscle, and and they still want to compete, it just takes you to that next level, which is a figure competitor.
Absolutely. And so I want to show you guys kind of my fitness journey. And when I first began as a competitor, I started out in bikini. So I wanted to show you guys kind of the transition that I've gone through. Each picture is 3 months difference. So let's take a look at this picture, and I want to kind of talk a little bit about the mindset I had and how Michael helped me transition from bikini to figure and what the difference of that would look like. So take a look at this picture. If you see, the top pictures is me in bikini. And as you would see, each pose is different. Bikini is definitely different when it comes to figure, not only in body composition, but pose and mentality as well. And with figure, there's a lot more athleticism, having a more athletic look. Kind of, Michael, if you don't mind, kind of explaining the difference between bikini, which be the top pictures, and figure being the bottom pictures, and a little bit of the difference between the two if someone in bodybuilding would have no idea what the difference two would be like. Right.
So, yeah, bikini competitors typically a little bit smaller. I definitely want to say this right now, because there's this, I've heard this several times where people say, bodybuilders or physique competitors train harder than figure competitors, and figure competitors train harder than bikini competitors. That's absolutely not true. Bikini competitors train just as hard as a figure competitor. These ladies, no matter where they're at, they train insanely hard. So all of you guys, bikini, figure, fitness, and physique, are just absolutely amazing women, and the strength that it takes to do this is incredible. So I want to start with that. Secondly, bikini is just, if you went down to the beach and you saw a girl that was really fit and she just looks really pretty and really sexy, and that's bikini, but she might not be as athletic looking. She's just as athletic, but not as athletic looking. And then when you see a girl walking down the beach or walking in Starbucks, and she's got the more muscular shoulders, maybe a little bit tighter arms and abs, then you can definitely say, okay, that's an athletic, really athletic girl. That's basically what figure looks like. And then physique would be even bigger than that with muscle.
And some people genetically have more muscle memory than others. So depending on how someone is genetically, how their genetics are, and depending on their muscle, and depending on their diet.
Absolutely. When I first started myself in the bodybuilding world, I was just about 6'4", 155 pounds, and I've been all the way up to close to 290 pounds of muscle, and then back down. But the genetics for me at being 6'4" was difficult for me. I actually won the Arizona State Super Heavyweight Championship, but for me to go to the next level, I was just so tall and had a difficult time holding the big mass that I needed at my height. And so there's different genetics for different things, and some girls are absolutely genetically built for bikini, and others are built for figure. You know, Michelle, starting out being thinner, it was a good fit for her for bikini, but you know, her physique actually loves protein, and when she eats proteins and fats, she gets very tight and she puts muscle on very easy. So that's why today we moved right to figure, and it actually makes more sense for Michelle's a little bit more of a tomboy than probably most of you know. And,
I am. Yes, I do.
And so for her, it's a perfect fit for figure.
Well, and that's the next topic I want to talk about was posing bikini versus figure. And in bikini, you have to be a little flirty. You have to have, you know, some girls shimmy. And a lot of girls just have fun with it. I would look at it like a Victoria's Secret model going down the runway, having her heyday. And for me, I've always liked to be the athlete, the basketball player versus the cheerleader. I've always been that way. And even though I did things like gymnastics, which were girly, and don't get me wrong, ladies, I love my high heels and my lipstick, I just felt like figure when it came to posing was way more my catwalk. It was more my runway. And when I looked at it, you know, you're on stage like a model. And so I figured, go figure, that figure was the best one for me because of the way of the posing. Now there is bikini, you come out and you have your quarter turns, and if anything, just go on YouTube or Google and look at bikini bodybuilding poses. And then when you look at figure, we have the quarter turns, which are completely different. And so again, I was more confident, and I felt like that was more in my league, and I just felt way more confident in it.
Sure, absolutely. And you know, it's all of those things again, you know, figure is more, it's a little bit more powerful. And when you pose,
that's a good word.
And so you can feel that power. And when you're a tomboy or somebody who, you know, does like, you know, playing the sport of
getting
basketball
dirty.
or getting dirty, you know, that and then your body also is a little bit more muscular. It's more of a powerful posing. Not that one is better than the other. The bikini is very you know, it's amazing too, but it's just a little bit more sexy and a little bit more girly, I guess, is a good word.
Very good words, yes.
You know, and so you know, to each competitor, you know, the bikini girls that love that kind of posing. I think, you know, a good example. We have many good examples, but if you watch Sabrina Nash pose,
absolutely.
You know, yeah, Sabrina, you know, she poses, you know, fantastic. And again, I've got lots of great posers, but I'm just going to mention Sabrina because she's just, you know, just exudes bikini.
And her very first competition, she got first place.
Yeah, she won her first show. Her physique was really amazing, and she just absolutely has that bikini look, and she's a great poser, and that worked. And then, but you know, I one of the things I've talked about this too, for those of you who are competitors out there and listening, you know, a woman, you know, whether they do physique or whether they do figure or bikini, it's still a woman's physique competition. And I think that, you know, I think sometimes they forget about or lose the beautiful, sexy, amazing physique that they have, and they need to still keep that femininity in the competition. And I'm going to tell you that the girls that work with me that keep that in there, they place very high.
Which is a good thing, because it's not just one thing that makes you win a show. It's the tiny touches that fill in the whole package.
Oh my gosh, for sure.
Which I will tell you, I kind of asked Michael, can I get away with just painting my nails? And he gives me that look like, did you train months and months and months to just paint your nails? All right, okay, I see what you're saying. You got to go the full package. You have to not cut any corners and appreciate the journey.
Absolutely. And think about it this way too. If you have 7 judges that are looking at you, and you have 2 girls, one that got a French manicure, or you could tell that they got their nails done, the other one just painted their own nails, which one do you think is more serious? You know, and that's kind of what you have to think. Every single thing has to be to where they look at you and go, man, this girl is out here to win all the way down to the bone, all the way down to the nails. And when you touch every detail of this, that's one of the things that creates a champion.
And that's why it is important to get a good posing coach. I always thought, oh, I can do posing, I'll just watch it on YouTube, and no. That's why you have posing every week.
I do, and we also hired Denise Dinger, and Denise, she's the posing coach on Instagram.
Yes.
You know, I am a good posing coach for figure and for bikini, but I'm not great, and that's why I actually get Denise, because Denise is great. She's a great posing coach. She's taken my whole team to a different level. So if you need posing online or in Las Vegas, she's the one to reach out to.
And we want to give shout out to the newest members of the
Yeah.
fitness family. You just signed on 3 new
Yeah.
bikini. What does that look for? Like, yeah.
Well, it's just, you know, it's a blessing to me that, you know, we have a brand new girl that's just joined us that's doing the color. Her name's Kelsey, and she's actually really good, you know, and she just joined on 11 days before the show, and I went like this. I cringed because I'm like, 11 days? You're giving me 11 days to get you ready? But she is,
do it.
yeah, she's very close already, so we just do a little finishing touches on her, and it's just a blessing, you know, these ladies that reach out to us, and you know, they get involved in the team, and they, you know, it's just quite a blessing that they're a part of what we do.
Absolutely. And so, again, we want to give a big shout out to everybody for the Desert Classic coming up. We want to congratulate everybody from the Samson Showdown, and just much love to every single one of the members of the Platinum Physique Fitness family. And again, if you guys are interested, Michael would be happy to have a free consultation. You want a little bit of health advice, he can help you with that as well. And if you live in Las Vegas, even better yet, he loves Starbucks. Who doesn't? You guys can meet there, you know, have a little one-on-one chat. But he can talk to you, and he can coach you if you don't live in Las Vegas. Isn't that right, Michael?
Yeah, absolutely. I have competitors out of California that work with me, and also some competitors, a couple different competitors out of the country that have reached out to me as well. And I have a great online training format. If you're here in Las Vegas, I would love to sit down and talk to you. If not, we can talk on the phone. We can Skype or, you know, Zoom, and we can speak about your fitness goals. And I also am giving away one free personal training session with a fitness consultation to the people living here in Vegas.
Very cool. That's awesome. So again, go to PlatinumPhysiques.com. You can follow him on Instagram, Facebook, and we want to give a big shout out to everyone on Facebook. Nicolina, hey doll, how you doing? I'm so excited for you to do my makeup with Glam Sophisticated. And Henry, of course, yes, good man, professional development, absolutely all the way. So again, you guys, give it a try. Platinum Physique, join the fitness family, change your life. And we are live every Thursday, 1 p.m. Michael is here every fourth Thursday at 1 p.m. So write that on your calendar. If you have any questions, you want to talk about any subjects, you want him to go in detail with anything and explain it to you guys, that's what we're here for.
That's right.
So thanks, Michael, for stopping by.
Of course, I love being here.
Have a beautiful day, everybody. We'll see you next time. And you're watching Michelle Davis Fitness on WCOBM.TV. Bye.
Bye.